What would the game be like if one could choose a handful of cards they don't want to encounter on ladder and they themselves cannot play?
I cannot find eternal rest, and neither will you.
I feel like it would make queue times awkward. I guess this is a hand. I don't know. I think it would make queue times awkward because, just for example, you know, like especially at, you know, lower MMR, objection is going to get picked a lot, right? So if you have objection in your deck, just as an example, like if you have an objection in your deck, your queue times are going to be really slow because like a lot of people, like you're gonna have way less opponents to queue into because they all have chosen objection. I think the better way to do that is to have not replacing current ladder, but as an option, have Conquest queue, because then so how Conquest works is each player has 4 decks, right? At the beginning, you get to look at the classes your opponent chose, and then based on the classes, you pick one deck to ban. And so if you just cannot stand objection, you are just so over it, you can't queue into Secret Mage or Hostage Mage, it drives you nuts. Whenever you encounter an opponent who has Mage in their lineup, that's the one you pick to not play against. You know, and players who are more competitively focused will evaluate the classes their opponent has and like look for their best outs to win. But like it also helps players who just want to never encounter a certain opponent on ladder ever again. And then, so say you hate Hostage Mage and also you hate Discard Warlock. Well, a lot of the times your opponent isn't going to be Hostage Mage, and they'll end up being Discard Warlock. So that's frustrating for you. But with Conquest queue, you get to choose from a deck that you will be facing, right? It's not like my opponent might have Discard Warlock and they might have Hostage Mage, so I'm gonna ban Mage because I don't want to. I really don't want to queue into Hostage Mage. I don't want to queue into Discard Warlock either, but I'm gonna waste my ban on Mage, and so your queue having reduced your potential opponents by an entire class, you are now more likely to queue into your second least favorite thing because you're never queuing into that first one, right? But with Conquest queue, say your opponent doesn't have Hostage Mage in their lineup, but they do show up with Discard Warlock, now you can waste your ban on something that's actually relevant to the match you're about to play. It's like, oh, okay, they didn't have Mage, that's great, but they do have my second least favorite thing to face, so I'll ban that instead. I'm trying to choose examples that are relevant to the audience, by the way. I have no problem with current Disco Lock. But anyways, as far as like all that is to say, I think if we're gonna do ladder based bans, we should just have the option to queue Conquest, and because on top of that, all the tournaments are performed with Conquest, and you, the average Hearthstone player, have no experience playing in Conquest. So like what really separates Hearthstone from other card games when it comes to the tournament experience is you are not watching other people play the same game that you play. It's an entirely different, unique to tournaments format that the average Hearthstone player has no interaction with. Like you never play that way unless you're entering tournaments. So it would be a good way to A, give people bans on ladder, and B, allow people to actually experience the type of Hearthstone that the tournament players are playing. And so the tournament watching experience would then be more fun because you yourself have done it. That was quite a deep and insightful answer to a random question. Do you write any of these thoughts down? Nah. Conquest makes sense because that's also the format for Master Store and such. Yeah. Like, I think it, like, I don't know. It would be so good for common players to have experience with that. As far as, like, for tournaments making any sense. This is a good old-fashioned Martian rant, yeah. Hi, Marshy. I always read Marshy Time in Brightwing's voice like Ouchie Time. Well, very good. I feel like we've been having the class band talk for years. Yep. Do you feel like if Blizzard fails with this new expansion as well, it will likely be the beginning of the end for the game? I don't know. I don't feel like having my quest reward ratted. Luckily, we're up against an opponent that will not be ratting our quest rewards, so I'll go ahead and just do this. The point you're making of the average player experiencing the same gameplay as tournaments just makes so much sense. Thank you. I think it's a good idea. How would Conquest work with opponents who go AFK? You know what a good player would have done? I changed my mind. A good player would do this.
No one holds me back.
I was gonna say a good player would have played this first, but I like that play. Oh, I'll tell you what a good player really would have done. Okay, chat. This is what a good player actually would have done. This. Now those are all up in the res pool, and they didn't need to be. Is it true that when you're not streaming, you hang out with your super cool wife or name? It's true. I'd heard that somewhere. It's like a good old-fashioned Martian rant with the side of Chumbus. Get you that Chumbus. He did already kill his own guy, though. Yeah, I think 1 being in the pool is a lot less bad than 3. A really good player would have subbed to MartianBuu Pocket. True. True. I have like a very soft goal of reigniting that channel. I just like, I don't have a lot of time these days. Like I was kind of like, yeah, you know, when I get some time, I'm gonna start posting on that channel again, even if it's not Pocket. Like I'd like to at least post a little bit of like regular TCG. But yeah, like I'm struggling to get, you know, this channel going. So like I work 40 hours a week at my main job, but my main job is understaffed in such a way that I frequently do overtime. I'm so tired. Like it's like a physically taxing job. So I come home and I'm tired. I have other stuff to do too. Like we're still not fully unpacked. My wife doesn't want to get a dog until we're fully unpacked. So like, I need to spend more time doing that. just to make sure the dog happens. And so finding the time to work on the second channel is rough. Yeah, I feel like the best I can hope for is to maybe you know, post on it once a week starting at some point, but you know, I'll do it when I can. Did you ever thought about applying to join Blizzard as a graphic designer in Hearthstone? I did once.
Those we love are never.
How can the company be understaffed with the mighty Martian? It's true. We're not dead yet, are we? Yeah. Alright. Thank goodness they use that now. I'm feeling the chances of victory increasing. So 16. Oh. I was gonna do some math, but I guess not. I guess we'll just win. I mean, it's already gross overkill, so. How did it go? Did you at least get an interview? No. I forget if I even got a... I think I got the email that said they were moving forward with other candidates. But like, you know, okay, so they look at like a ton of applicants, right? So you have to compete with the people who are, you know, like winning Masters tours and, you know, have game design experience and all that kind of stuff. And the best I have is like, hey, I make videos. I play Hearthstone a lot. I make videos. Stream Twitch, clip them up. I have strong opinions. You want some? Marshy, how do you take your coffee? So with cream, often with flavored cream. Not always. I did it. All right. Marshier on the Morin. What up, unknown celebrity? What, do we just queue right into another quest priest? What's going on here? Lots of jobs are also about networking. Degrees are cool, but also creative thinking and having a cool philosophy is huge. That being said, it feels like Hearthstone is a mobile game mode at the moment. Word. Let's set forth upon the quest to find the questless priest. Well, I wouldn't mind facing a non-priest. I won't lie to you. It'd be okay. Drown in the fell. Ooh. We have a Shara. I think the experience being on the tempo meta snapshot must mean something. I would give you an interview. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sad I never got to do anything at like Blizzard HQ. You know how like creators sometimes get invited to go do things at Blizzard HQ? I'm sad I never got to do that when I was living right next to Blizzard HQ. And when I lived in Santa Ana, I was like super close to Blizzard. I should have visited sometime just for my own fun of it. You know, like I should have checked that off the list. I could have at least gone and seen the statue. Well, like it was crazy close. All right, well, do we win or what? So they're missing one of their things. Where do I live now? Michigan.
It is finished.
Southern California is your old stomping grounds. Hey, me too. I know this is an uncommon opinion, but SoCal's weather is not actually my ideal. I share that. Yes. Too warm. Of course, then I moved out to Michigan, and it's been warm the whole time that I've been here. There have been like a couple days where it's been raining, and even then it's been a little warm. But so far I haven't really noticed. I think the average temperature is slightly lower, but like not by enough for me to be excited about it. But like I was really hoping to come to Michigan and experience, you know, fall and winter. So hopefully winter is pretty cold. Coworker was telling me that it hasn't really been snowing up here that much the last couple years, so we'll see. Pedro Sergio, thank you so much for the Prime, my friend. How are you? I'm now the second person you know in Michigan. Was housing expensive in California? Yes. We are paying the same amount of money for our current apartment as we were in Santa Ana, but this one comes with an attached garage. It's more of a duplex than a apartment. It's on the ground floor. It's got more space. It has in-unit laundry. Other upgrades. Just the general experience of this place compared to the last one is pretty ridiculous. Didn't we face a Treant Druid the last time we played Reno Demon Hunter? Well, I haven't played it at all in between that I can remember, but it's funny, like this deck hard counters that deck. Yeah, I don't want permanent winter living in Alaska, but I also don't like permanent summer either. Real. In California, there are like 2 weeks in the winter where I get to wear a hoodie, like in my own home. They were my favorite 2 weeks. I'm hoping that extends more than 2 weeks out here in Michigan. We'll see. We humans dislike both change and stasis. I don't think I would mind winter most of the year, like, but I mean, we'll see. Everyone tells me that I'm gonna wish for summer once I've experienced winter, so we'll see. I'm gonna get more than 2 weeks, fingers crossed. I'm in New York now, and I can tell you I much prefer California's dry heat over the humid heat over here. I can't actually tell because we've had a few like warm humid days, and I hate them. And then yesterday we had a dry heat day like from California, and I hated that too. Like I don't know. I think my least favorite one is whichever one I'm currently experiencing. I don't think this deck's gonna have Dirty Rat, so I'll just get it now. What's my favorite Reno deck at the moment? I really enjoyed that Death Knight one from the other day. I don't know that I'm in love with a Reno deck right now, honestly. If I had a favorite, it would probably be Priest, but what I don't like about that one is nobody wants to watch me play Priest. It's really funny. All of my Reno Priest videos do poorly, so I would post more Reno Priest, but nobody wants to watch it. You've experienced winter and like it? Good. People said the same to me when I moved from Arizona to Washington. You won't miss the summer trust. Very good. Are there any particularly old decks that still hold up in the current meta, like Q-Block or something, for example? No. Oh, Holy Wrath Paladin. Holy Wrath Paladin is like one of the oldest decks that's still meta, right? It's not still meta, it's like meta again. Is that it though? Can't really think of a second one. Funny how I'm not your average viewer. I literally watch all your videos. Well, thank you. Reno Priest sort of counts on the Anduin? Eh. But it's not like, it doesn't hold up. It's not good. It's like the worst version of
No one holds me back.
stuff. I don't know. It was not lethal. The trees were blocking. All right. Like, Reno Priest is okay. Reno Demon Hunter is okay. You know, Reno Death Knight's actually pretty decent. I think Death Knight is shockingly one of the better Reno decks. Not the best one, but one of the better ones. Isn't Control Warrior good for the entire game? Like the entire history of the game? No. Not at all. There was a long period of time in between Pirate Warrior and Pirate Warrior. It was like the Fiery War Axe nerf. No, it was still decent after that. What did it take to kill Pirate Warrior? I don't remember. But no, Warrior spent a long time like on the shelf. It was like bad for years. And it's not good now, right? Like Reno Pile Warrior is good now, but like Control Warrior is like, okay. How was work? Today I didn't work. I worked yesterday. It feels like, okay, so it feels like I was working for a really long time. So let's see. Not last Monday, the Monday before, like, so 2 weeks ago. That Monday and Tuesday I had off. Then I worked all the way through the following Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So 7 days. Then
Not enough mana.
I streamed a bunch on that Wednesday. So it wasn't a full day off. I was doing stream stuff. Then the Thursday I was supposed to have off, but I took an overtime shift because people weren't showing up. So I went to work at 5 a.m. on that Thursday and then came home and streamed more. So like I did more work that day. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, mostly Wednesday, Thursday. Then I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now I'm streaming again. So I've been working for a lot of days in a row. Tomorrow I have loose plans of doing no work, and that would be a first like completely day off in a minute. Should I just use this coin? I'm not gonna. What do? I am a lead in the department of a grocery store that does the thing where when you order online and then show up and have the person bring the stuff out to your car. Lazy Sunday type of day? I don't know. A lot of home stuff to do. Like unpack boxes and stuff.
Not enough mana.
I'm going to a tournament for Pokemon at the end of the month. And what's really cool about that tournament is it's based on really old cards. So it's like ancient cards. So it's 2007 ish era of cards. And that's my favorite format, so like it's gonna be fun to like relive it. Something I've been wanting to do in preparation for that event is put together a trade minder, because like I have a bunch of stuff that I don't want / need, and a bunch of stuff that
No one holds me back.
I would be interested in having. So I'd like to like show up for the boomer tournament, well, like equipped with the trade miner, but like I haven't had the time. I haven't time to do anything. So that's the story of the Marshy days. I'm trying to not play a minion, but it's hard because my hand is full of minions. Because like they can't fully do the thing if oh, I already attacked. Now I hate this game. So there's a lot of stuff like that that's like not stuff I have to do, but stuff that I really want to do that I also haven't been having time to get to. So busy Martian. Well, chat, feeling pretty dead. Although now they can't do the thing. All right, sweet. They didn't have 8 health to spend on their spaghetti.